Let's look at this question. Tennis is a sport played by a single player or a pair of players against each other. A tennis match consists of a number of sets. Each set consists of a certain number of games. A game consists of a sequence of points played with the same player serving, being the first one to hit the ball for each point. A game is won by a player who wins at least 4 points with at least 2 points more than his opponents. Okay, so effectively you can have your winning score as 4-0 or 4-1 or 4-2. You cannot have it at 4-3 because you need at least 2 points difference with your opponent. If exactly 3 points are scored by each player, then the score is said to be deuce. So if you end up having a situation where you have 3-3, this is a deuce. After this, if a player scores a point, then he gets an advantage. If he scores a point again, he wins the game. Else, both the players win a point. If both players win a point alternately, the score goes back to deuce. So 3-3 is deuce, 4-4 is deuce, 5-5 is deuce. So on, whenever any score is tied up 3 onwards, it is a deuce. And somebody wins the game. First, he gets an advantage. If somebody wins a point, they get an advantage. They have to win the subsequent point to win the game. So you can win at 5-3, you can win at 6-4, you can win at 7-5, so on and so forth. The deuce will, this is the deuce, this is winning a set. Okay. The player who wins at least 6 games and at least 2 games more than his opponent wins the set. This was with regards to a set. With regards to a game, sorry, this was with regards to a game, this was with regards to a set. You can win 6-0, 6-1, 6-2, 6-3, 6-4. Okay, at least 2 games more than his opponents. In the event each player wins 6 games each, the set goes into tiebreaker. We had a tiebreaker at 6-6. Okay, I can also have this 7-5 here because this is at least 6 games. So 7-5 also works. This is the normal ending of a set. This is going into tiebreaker. The first player to reach 7 points with a difference of at least 2 points wins the 7 games to 6. So from here, you will also win 7-6, but after tiebreaker. Okay. Grand Slam matches are 5-set matches. A player who wins 3 sets is declared as the winner and the match ends. A winning score is indicated by the number of games won by each player in the set. Okay. The following is the score of a recently concluded Grand Slam final. Player A beat player B with score of 6-4, 7-6, and the third set we know score of A is higher than B. Only then will he win because he needed to win 3 sets. Okay, let's look at the individual questions now that the setup is hopefully clear. If 80 points were scored in the first set, how many times was the score deuce? Okay, if 80 points were scored, there are 10 total games. There are 10 total games. 6-4, A won 6 games, B won 4 games, and 80 points were scored. So I'm thinking of it in 2 extreme cases. One case where there was no deuce in one game and there was deuce in the other game. Let's look at it. How would you have it? 4-0 in one game and 5-3 in the other game. So in these two games, how many points have been scored? 12. But this is not useful. Let me make it 6-4. Is this useful? No, this is also not helpful. Let me do this. 8 and 6, no. Oh, let me do this. 7-5. 7-5, yes. Okay. So far how many points have been scored? 16 points. Why I'm looking for a factor of this is so that the total becomes a factor of 80, so that I can see this pattern repeats. There will be three deuces here. There will be three deuces here. Okay. Let's look at another setup where we're getting 5-3 here and 5-3 here. Again, 16 points, and you're getting just two deuces here. How I'm arriving at the number of deuces is looking at the points of the loser. So if I'm reaching 5-5, three deuce must have taken place. If I'm reaching 5-3, one deuce must have taken place in each of these games. So 16 points, 16 points. You have three deuces in this setup, you have two deuces in this setup, which means your answer can come out to be different. Therefore, the answer to the first question will be cannot be determined. Even if you repeated this pattern 5 times, you would end up having 16 points, 10 games, all of that would be done. But you cannot uh, positively conclude what would be the total number of deuces. Okay. Next question. The second set tiebreaker consisted of 28 points. Second set ended in 7-6 if the tiebreaker consisted of 28 points and one player was two more than the other. So A won 15 there and B won 13 there. Only then this is the tiebreaker, and the set consists of 100 points. So out of the 100 points, see 28 points have been taken care of. So I have 72 points left over for A and B. Player A won the minimum number of points with which he could win the set. How many points did A win in this set? Now for A to win minimum number of points, there are two routes he can go. Either the sets in which B is winning. See, the remaining score is 6-6 right now. A is winning 6, B is winning 6. Either B winning these 6 sets 4-0, 4-0, where A gets 0 points, minimum number of points. And in these 6 sets, the points won by A will be 2 more than that of B. Or the other way would be A winning 4-2, each of his winning sets 4-2, and all the other sets that B wins, he will win uh, 2 more than A. So let me represent that in a line. So B's outcome, if it is 4-0 every time, and A's outcome would be N plus 2 to N. This is one setup. The other setup is A winning N plus 2, sorry, not N plus 2. The other setup would be A winning 4-2 every time and B winning N plus 2 to N. Okay. In this setup, see how many points is B already scored? 24. 4 into 6, 24. In this setup, how many points are used up? 6 into 6, 36 points are used up. So N plus 2 into N, and this happened for 6 times. So the summation of their points will be 28 used up here, 24 used up here. So summation of these points would be N plus 2 plus N into 6 will be equal to 48. Okay. In which case I would end up getting 12N is equal to 36, or N is equal to 3. So you have 3 here, you have 5 here. You have 3 here, you have 5 here. In this case, what would happen? 36 points are used up, 28 points are used up. Let's go. I would have N plus 2 minus N, 28, 36, 64 used up. So 6 times of N plus 2 minus N, sorry, plus N is equal to 36. So 2N is equal to 24. N is equal to 12. N is equal to 2. Is this the case? Yes. So I get 2 here and 4 here. Okay, in this case what would happen is the total, see in this case the total number of points won by A would be the 15 from earlier and 5 into 6, 30, 45 points in total. And I don't need to check any further because 45 is the minimum possible option. So 45 I get here. In this case, how many would A win? I would still check. So 2 into 6, 12. Oh, sorry, 2 into 6, 12. 4 into 6, 24. And 15 from earlier. So 51. So this is not the efficient way. This is the efficient way. Answer will be option D, 45. Okay. Now the problem is I have used up all my space. I will have to remove this. In fact, I can remove everything. For question 1 also I can remove. I can't go that far. Okay, clear. Let me look at question 15. The third set did not end in a tiebreaker and player A won the set, in which 96 points were scored in all by winning the minimum number of points. Then which of the following can be the score of the third set? Okay, A and B. So games where A won. Remember the last setup was useful, where games when B won were taken as 4-0, 4-0, and games where A won, we will take it as n plus 2 and n. Okay, if you want n plus 2 minus n, if you want n plus 2, this summation to be minimum, you would want this summation to be maximum. You would want this summation to be maximum. This summation to be maximum would be only possible when the games that B won against A be maximized, and that would be when this is 5, this is 5. If this is 5 and the game did not end in a tiebreaker, if this is 5 and the game did not end in a tiebreaker, the only possible score is 7-5. Therefore, the answer to 15th question will be option B. You can also go ahead and check the maths for it. The reasoning is solid. It is known that the two players serve in alternate games and either of them can begin serving in the first game of the match. A serve is said to have broken when the player who is serving loses the game. If in the third set B's serve was broken twice and A's serve was not broken even once, then which of the following could have been the score of the entire third set? Okay, let's look at it. A. So I'm working with this. B set is not broken here. B set is not broken here, but B set is broken here. B set is broken here. So yes, I can get a score of 6-1. Getting a score of 6-1. This is serves of A, and these are serves of B, which are not underlined. B held his serve here, but B's serve has been broken in the subsequent games. So 6-1 score can be achieved. Again, let's go. I'll let B win here, and B's serve was broken here, B's serve was broken here. I can get a score of 6-2 also. Hopefully by now you can see that I can get a score of 6-3 also by simply extending the pattern. So B serve was held. Let me underline A serves. B serve was held. A broke. See, the score can also be 6-3. So which of the following could have been the score of the third set? All three of them are possible. The answer to the question will be option D.